People are laughing at epic heroes until they lose to them. Hey guys, it's Burgas here, and today I'm going to talk about the epic heroes and which epic heroes are worth awakening, how to use them in PvP, and where is the places where the epic heroes are actually outperforming the legendary heroes. And I'm going to start with this, that for the past like 2 years and a half, I actually don't remember how much time I'm currently playing Call of Dragons. It should be some decent time. Let me check it out. 938 consistently daily logins, which is absolutely wild. And just before like 1 or 2 months, I actually switched to full legendary because I'm mage main, so huge thumbs ups to all mage mains. I was having opportunity to play with Theia, with Mu, with Buckhorn is also a hero that can fit very well with the mages, all the generation mages, but there is some epics that I refuse to remove, even though that I have maybe more strong version in form of other legendary heroes. And it's not like I don't have heroes. I'm getting from time to time the daily bundles. So right now, if you buy one daily bundle and there is a hero that you don't have, you instantly get the hero. So even the game make it more easy if you get the daily deals to get the heroes you're looking for. Not like buying 3 daily deals to, summon one of the heroes. So yeah, I was fighting with a lot of whales, using some epics and walking away with some Marys. The majority of the times was like 2.5 to 1, 3 to 1, something like this. For example, I get 10k severely wounded, the enemy is getting like 30k severely wounded. Obviously right now in Call of Dragons, the infantry are just so crazy. No joke, infantry on the battlefield, the counterattack they're doing is just, if you don't fire up your rage skill as a mage main, you're going to receive bad traits. If you check it out your reports, for example, you're hitting one infantry and you're not managed to fire up your rage skill, you're going to see that you receive more counterattack damage from the actual damage that you're doing, which is absolutely wild, but this is a topic for other video. So far I was using some epic heroes fighting against whales and krakens, and I walk away with, I cannot say crazy reports, but very good reports. Now let's start with the efficiency. Obviously for the epic heroes is epic heroes are awakening fast, they cost less, and they keep your resources safe for the legendary heroes. Even from the daily deals that every day you are receiving when you go and do some quests, I mean these daily challenges, at the end of the day you're going to receive 2 tokens. From the keys in the silver chest, you're going to have all the epic heroes, no exception. Okay, there is exception like Eliana, the goblin guy, and the new hero that is going to come in Call of Dragons, that is from a specific event. I'm going to put these 3 heroes aside, even though that these heroes are very easy to be awakened, because you non-stop get tokens when you rally what was the cursed dough or something like this. I mean, you're doing some rallies and you're receiving some rewards, and you can have a chance to get a legendary token. So yeah, this heroes is also easy to be awakened. Even my first hero that I awake from the epic heroes was actually Eliana. So easy. But in the silver chest you can get epic heroes. In the gold chest you also can get epic heroes, which makes so much easy to get more and more epics. Even here in the goblin market, when you go and you can buy like up to 50 epic hero tokens at cost of some cost, but you can buy tokens. For legendary heroes things are way more different. If you get lucky to get VIP 14, you're going to receive 2 tokens per day, and that's all folks. This is everything you're going to receive from the legendary heroes. This is what I mean, that epics are faster to awaken it, they cost less because you're not investing in the daily deals. And thank God actually Call of Dragons make the daily deals if you don't have the hero to get the hero and some extra tokens. Because back in the days it was like around 3 daily deals before you actually summon the hero. Right now you get it for free. Or to chase Wookiee Spin or something like this. Everything is resources with the legendary heroes. On the other side, epic heroes are just faster to be awakened, cost less, and are extremely efficient on the battlefield. And if your first hero was epic one and you still love him till this time, hit one like on the video. I personally, by speaking about the epic heroes, my favorite hero was Waldyr. I carried this bad boy till before like 2 months or maybe 3. I still like him. It's a very efficient, and yeah, if you still have a hero that that was your first epic, hit one like on the video that you're still loving your bad boy. And I want to mention something that mostly is going to apply for early game till mid game, that free-to-play players with the good epics are the backbone of every strong alliance. I see this thing over and over and over again. Active free-to-play players with very decently built heroes, and I'm going to just, right now I'm going to give you an example because I really don't want to just talk like this. Let's say the first hero, Waldyr, and the first legendary hero. Waldyr is hitting for 700. Also is reducing march speed, reducing the attack. Crazy, is hitting 4 legions. On other side, we're having Velyn, which Velyn is hitting 3 targets, not 4, is doing diffused damage that can go up to 50% less. From 120, 50%, this is 600. So by starting from there, Waldyr are doing less damage if he hit 3 targets from Waldyr, because Waldyr don't have any diffused damage. Obviously, this is the main spells. The main spell of Waldyr are better from the Velyn. Obviously, if the target are single one or there is like 2 targets there, Velyn is going to perform better. Also, Velyn is having some good attributes from the passives that, you know, make him one idea better. But if you have opponents that is having Velyn like 5, 2, 3, 1, something like this, not awakened one, your awakened Waldyr is going to perform way better from the Velyn, especially if there is opportunities for more AoE damage. On top of that, Waldyr is going to reduce the attack of the target, which means that you're going to receive less counter attack, which is going to increase the survivability of all of your legions. I mean, I can go on and on and on and on, but I just decided to give you some examples with Waldyr and Velyn. Now, obviously, a hero like Lilia, that is a pay-to-win one, because you have to buy her, okay? You have to buy her to actually have this hero. There is just no other chance to get this hero. Obviously, Lilia is going to be way better, but just 2 free legendary heroes, even not now that. Yeah, Velyn is a free hero. You can get it from the gold keys. Just a comparison between these 2 heroes. And having free-to-play players with very nice epic heroes. Now I give you Waldyr for example, but I can go also with Murdoch. I think Murdoch is extremely valuable, good hero, giving some march speed, giving some rage regeneration, hero skill damage bonus, and etc. This is also a very good epic hero. I don't say every epic hero is beating legendary one, but there is epic heroes that till these days is going to be extremely valuable one in Call of Dragons. Lately the game just adds some heroes that are mostly for gathering, even though that some people are using Tara in the PvP, but Tara is also for gathering mana, okay? Also the other epic hero, I forgot the names. Oh my god, so many names. So many names these days. We have Flint, which is obviously for gathering. We have Nairin. This is the latest epic heroes in Call of Dragons, which is for gathering. So we're not actually presented with some crazy, and Tara obviously. We're not presented with some epic heroes like Waldyr, for example. Like, okay, Murdoch is one of the latest one. It's a very good one. Okay, Murdoch, I can say, as defense to the new epic heroes that are adding in Call of Dragons, that actually Murdoch deserve your attention. But at the end of the day, if you're free to play player and you focus making your epic heroes more and more stronger, you're going to just be extremely efficient and you're going to be a backbone of your warband. Now here is some heroes that you can actually awake, and this is going to be my suggestion for the heroes to be awakened, even if you want to use them in PvP. Tara obviously is going to be one of the heroes, giving some healing. Also, hero skill damage bonus 20%. She's giving even more from the Theia. And to Legion and 4 surrounding legions is going to give resistance minus 10 damage taken. Absolutely crazy. Also attack for 5 seconds. If she fire up every 10 seconds, this is covering 50% from the time. Other epic that, especially if you're cavalry, and I think everybody should be cavalry second main. What I mean by that is, if you're a marksman main, get some cavalry. If you're mage main, get some cavalry. If you're infantry main, get some cavalry. Not just because the gameplay with the cavalry is very fun, let's say like this, very fun. But you're going to, if you finish your main troop, it can be whatever. It can be infantry, mages, marksmen. But if you finish your main troop with the cavalry, you can make a precise hits on returning from the battlefield legions and going to the battlefield legions. On top of that, 3 artifacts are very easy to be level 5 or max level, like this is a Kingslayer. Mine is level 5, I'm not cavalry main. Sword One Blade, level 5. If you get Titan Legacy, you're going to also get Spring Blades, which right now is level 3, but it's going to go to level 5. So artifacts is extremely easy to be getted for the cavalry. This is the main reason I think people should build. There's going to be one main troop that they're going to have, but I think cavalry should be something like a second main troop. And at the end of the day, they're going to be still in the front lines. And they're fitting perfectly well there, because if I finish, believe it or not, now it may sound funny, don't go in the comments like this, but I actually finished my stamina of my mages. I was not with the diligence where I'm going to have like over 200 stamina. I was having like 157 stamina. So 2-3 times I actually finished my stamina last season. It was wild season, not gonna lie, and I start using some epic heroes. I use Waldyr with Tara. In same time, I use Atreus with Indies, for example, as a support legion. So Indies can non-stop firing up her healing and also infirm for extra 20% damage taken. I was playing more supportive because, yeah, with 150 million power, you're going to finish your stamina, not your troops. It may sound funny, but this is the reality. Exception if you non-stop throw your troops. Even like this, you're going to finish your stamina before you actually finish your troops. So yeah, guys, don't forget the epic heroes. They're extremely valuable. Epic heroes still matter, and just don't throw them away. Sometimes the epic heroes, I even have some videos where I explained how, for example, Waldyr, just by reducing the attack by 20%, is reducing the counter-attack damage 5 legions are receiving. Also, if some of your own alliance, some of your alliance mates, teammates start hitting the target you're hitting, they're also going to receive less counterattack just because of one single spell. So I think epic heroes is still very, very valuable, and it's something like a plan B when you finish your stamina of your legendary heroes. So yeah, guys, this will be for this video. I really hope you enjoyed. Share your comments, share your thoughts in the comments below. I wish you a great day and see you in the next video.